Hi, beautiful soul. Spirit dropped this truth on me today. There's a belief running your life that you don't even know you have, and it's keeping you stuck in patterns that ended a long time ago. If this video found you, it's because you keep hitting the same walls over and over, and you can't figure out why. You're doing the work, you're trying to grow, but something invisible keeps pulling you back. Spirit has some deep insights about what's really holding you back and how to finally let it go. This is a collective message. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Take a deep breath. It's time to see what you haven't been seeing. Let's begin. The first card we received is the Ten of Swords upright. This is a card of betrayal, ending, rock bottoms, painful completion, and dramatic conclusion. Here's the hidden belief that's holding you back, and it's going to sting. You believe that you have to hit rock bottom to deserve healing, that you need to suffer enough to earn love, that pain is the price of transformation. The Ten of Swords shows you laying face down with swords in your back, but here's what most people miss. The sun is rising in the background, the worst is over, but you keep staying down because some part of you believes that you haven't suffered enough yet. This belief got programmed into you early. Maybe you watched people around you only get attention when they were in crisis. Maybe you learned that struggling made you noble, that ease made you selfish. Maybe you absorbed the message that good things have to be hard earned through pain. So now, even when Spirit is trying to lift you up, you keep finding ways to stay down. Even when healing is available, you convince yourself that you need to hurt more first. Even when love is offered, you create drama because peace feels too good to be true. Spirit says that you've hit rock bottom enough times, you've paid your dues, and you've learned what pain had to teach you. The sun is rising, but you have to be willing to stand up and see it. Our next card was the Six of Cups upright. This is the card of nostalgia, innocence, childhood memories, past influences, and gifts from the past. The Six of Cups reveals where this hidden belief came from, your childhood. Not the obvious trauma, but the subtle programming about what love looks like, what you have to do to be worthy, and what safety feels like. Maybe you learned that love comes with conditions, that you had to be perfect, helpful, or struggling to get attention. Maybe you absorbed the belief that happy people are naive, that trust leads to betrayal, and that wanting good things makes you greedy. This card shows up to remind you that the little kid inside of you is still running the show with outdated information. The child who learned that love hurts, that people leave, that you can't trust your own desires. That child is still trying to protect you with strategies that don't work anymore. But here's the gift of the Six of Cups. It also represents the innocent part of you that knew that love was supposed to feel good, the part that expected magic, that trusted easily, that believed in happy endings. That child is still in there too, waiting for you to remember. Spirit is inviting you to heal the wounded child by reconnecting with the wise child, the one who knew that you deserved love just for existing, and the one who didn't question whether joy was allowed. We then receive the Three of Swords upright. This is a card of heartbreak, emotional pain, grief, sorrow, betrayal, and a broken heart. The hidden belief gets deeper. You believe that keeping your heart closed protects you from being hurt again. The Three of Swords shows your heart with swords through it, but you've been carrying those swords around like armor, thinking that they make you safer. You learned somewhere that an open heart is a vulnerable heart, and a vulnerable heart gets broken. So you built walls, you got suspicious of good things, you pushed people away before they could leave you, and you made your heart into a fortress instead of a home. But here's what you're not seeing. Those swords are not protecting your heart. They're keeping it wounded. Every time you choose fear over love, you drive those swords deeper. And every time that you push away what you actually want, you're breaking your own heart. The belief that's holding you back is that you think that safety comes from staying closed, that love is dangerous, that trust is naive, and that if you let yourself want something, you'll just be disappointed. Spirit is showing you that the swords in your heart are not from other people, they're from you, cutting yourself off from the love that's trying to reach you. Our next card was the Knight of Cups upright. This is the card of romance, emotional offerings, of following your heart, emotional courage, and proposals. And now here is how Spirit is inviting you to release that hidden belief through the Knight of Cups, who shows up offering his heart despite every reason not to. This knight has been hurt before, but he still believes in love. He still shows up with his cup extended, ready to offer and receive. Spirit is sending knights like this in your life, people who are willing to love without guarantees, opportunities that require you to trust before you have proof, and situations that will ask you to open your heart even though you might get hurt. But your hidden beliefs keep making you say no to the knights. You analyze their motives, you wait for them to prove that they're safe, you test them until they get tired of being tested. You want love, but only if it comes with a guarantee, which is not how love works. The Knight of Cups invitation is this: what if you trusted first and protected yourself later? What if you assumed good intentions until proven otherwise? What if you led with your heart instead of your fears? My love, this does not mean being naive or ignoring red flags. It means being brave enough to stay open to love, even in a world that sometimes breaks hearts. We then receive the Eight of Cups upright, and this is a card of spiritual seeking, leaving what no longer serves, walking away, and soul searching. Spirit's invitation continues with the Eight of Cups. You need to walk away from what's familiar but no longer serving you, even if it feels safe, even if it's all you've ever known, even if leaving means facing the unknown. This card shows someone walking away from eight perfectly good cups to climb towards something higher. The cups aren't broken or empty, they're just not enough anymore. But your hidden beliefs say that you should be grateful for what you have, even when it's not feeding your soul. You've been staying in situations, relationships, and patterns that feel safe because they're predictable, even when they're slowly killing your spirit. Your hidden belief tells you that wanting more is ungrateful, that leaving is selfish, and that you should settle for good enough. But Spirit is calling you higher. They're asking you to leave the cups that represent who you used to be and walk towards the mountain that represents who you're becoming. This requires trusting that there's something better waiting for you, even though you can't see it yet. The invitation is to release the belief that you have to stay where you are just because it's familiar, that you owe your allegiance to situations that no longer fit your soul. And the last card we received is the Chariot upright. This is a card of victory, determination, willpower, control, and moving forward with purpose. The final invitation from Spirit is the Chariot, mastering the conflict between the part of you that wants to stay safe and the part of you that wants to grow. The Chariot driver controls two opposing forces and moves forward anyway. Inside you, there's a part that learns safety comes from staying small, staying hurt, and staying closed. Then there's the part that knows that you're meant for so much more. The hidden belief has been letting the scared part drive, but the Chariot says that it's time for your soul to take the reins. This isn't about getting rid of your fear. It's about not letting your fear make all of your decisions. It's about acknowledging the part of you that's scared while choosing from the part of you that's brave. Spirit's ultimate invitation is this: you can hold both your wounds and your power. You can honor your past pain while choosing present joy. And you can protect yourself while staying open to love. You can be cautious and hopeful at the same time. The Chariot represents mastery, not for the external world, but for your own inner landscape. When you master the art of moving forward despite your fears, despite your wounds, and despite your hidden beliefs, That's when everything's going to change, love. You don't have to wait until you're perfect to move forward. You just have to be willing to drive. The message here is clear, my love. You've suffered enough to earn your healing. You've paid your dues. The sun is rising. Your heart is ready to trust again. And your soul is calling you towards something bigger than your fears. Today's channeled whisper from Spirit is this: you don't have to keep proving that you deserve love by suffering for it. The love you want is on the other side of the belief that love has to hurt. It's time to let that story end. Thank you for spending this time with me, love. The hidden belief that's been running your life is finally ready to be seen and released. You don't have to earn love through pain anymore, and you don't have to stay small to stay safe. Your heart is ready for something much better. I would love to hear your thoughts and insights on this reading. Let me know in the comments if this hidden belief resonates with you, or if you recognize it showing up in your life. If something has been weighing on your heart and you would like deeper guidance, I offer pendulum and tarot readings through my Etsy shop. You'll find the link in the pinned comment and in the video description. Each reading is crafted with love and care, and I hold a sacred space just for you. This was a collective reading. Please trust your intuition and only take what resonates with your heart, and lovingly leave the rest behind. I love you. I appreciate you. And remember, the love that you're seeking is seeking you too. You just have to be brave enough to let it find you.